Welcome to my channel, The Proper Guidance. Here we are today to discuss about chapter number 7 of class 12 computer science. And in this chapter, we will understand about data collection, data storage, data processing, and statistical techniques for data processing, all these things. First of all, we have to go through the introduction to data. What is data? Many a time people take decision based on certain data or information. For example, while choosing a college for getting admission, one looks at placement data of previous years of that college, educational qualification and experience of the faculty members, laboratory and hostel facilities, fees, etc. So we can say that identification of a college is based on various data and their analysis. Governments systematically collect and record data about the population through a process called census. Census data contains valuable information which are helpful in planning and formulating policies. So, banks maintain data about the customers, their account details and transactions. All these examples highlight the need of data in various fields. Data are indeed crucial for decision making. So, this is elaborately given. If you please go through. The main concept is some examples of data that we often come across are name, age, gender, contact details, etc. of a person, transactions data generated through banking, ticketing, all these things, images, graphics, animation, audio, video, anything, and you are carrying a smartphone, so many data are there, right? Documents and web pages, online posts, comment, messages, signals generated by sensors, satellite data, including meteorological data, communication data, earth observation data, etc. Now, what is the importance of data? Human beings rely on data for making decisions. This is the first concept. Besides, large amount of data when processed with the help of a computer show us the possibilities or hidden traits which are otherwise not visible to humans. When one withdraws money from ATM, the bank needs to debit the withdrawn amount from the linked account. So, the bank needs to maintain data and update it as and when required. The meteorological offices continuously keep on monitoring satellite data for any upcoming cyclone or heavy rain. So, these are the importance of data. In a competitive business environment, it is important for business organizations to continuously monitor and analyze market behavior with respect to their products and take actions accordingly, right? So, besides, companies identify customer demands as well as feedbacks and make changes in their products or services accordingly. The dynamic pricing concept used by airlines and railways, another example where they decide the price based on relationship between demand and supply. The cab booking apps increase or decrease the price based on demand for cabs at a particular time. Certain restaurants have a discounted price called happy hours. They decide when and how much discount to offer by analyzing sales data at different time periods. Besides, business following are some of the other scenarios where data are also stored and analyzed for making decisions. The electronic voting machines are used for recording votes cast. Subsequently, the voting data from all the machines are accumulated to declare election results in a short time as compared to manual counting of ballot papers. Scientists record data while doing experiments to calculate and compare results. Pharmaceutical companies record data while trying out a new medicine to see its effectiveness. Libraries maintain data about books in the library and membership. The search engines give us results after analyzing large volume of data available on the website across the World Wide Web. And weather alerts are generated by analyzing data received from various satellites. Now, what are the different types of data? We we get two types of data. Two broad categories are here. Two broad categories in which data can be classified on the basis of their format only. One is structured data, another is unstructured data. Now see, data which is organized and can be recorded in a well-defined format is called structured data. Structured data is usually stored in computer in a tabular format where each column represents different data for a particular parameter called attribute, characteristic, variable, and each row represents data of observation for different attributes. Structured data about kitchen items in a shop. Look, here is a chart here, model number, product number, unit price, discount, items in inventory, and all these things. So this is completely structured. Given this data using a spreadsheet or other such software, the shop owner can find out how many total items are there by summing the column items in inventory table like this. And attributes maintained for different activities, entity and data fields are here. Books at a shop, book title, author, price, year of publication, depositing fees in a school, student name, class, roll number, fees amount, deposit, all these things. And second one is unstructured data. The name implies no structure followed is here. Our newspaper contains various types of news items, right, which are also called data, but there is no fixed pattern that a newspaper follows in placing news articles. One day there might be 3 images of different sizes on a page along with 5 news items and 1 or more advertisements, while on other day there might be 1 big image with 3 textual news items. So there is no particular format or not any fixed structure for printing news, right? Another example is the content of an email. There is no fixed structure about how many lines or paragraphs one has to write in an email or how many files are to be attached with an email. No fixed structure is here. In summary, data which are not in the traditional row, and column structure is called unstructured data. Examples of unstructured data include web pages consisting of text as well as multimedia content, image, graphics, audio, video, all these are unstructured data. Other examples include text documents, business, all these things. Although there are ways to process unstructured data, we are going to focus on handling structured data only in this book. Unstructured data are sometimes described with the help of some of the data called metadata. Metadata is basically data about data. This is very vital now. And metadata is basically data about data. For example, we describe different parts of an email as subject, recipient, main body, attachment, etc. These are the metadata for the email data. Likewise, we can have some metadata for an image file such as image size in KB or MB, image type, and all these things, image resolution, etc. Next is data collection. What do you mean by data collection? Data collection. For processing data, we need to collect or gather data first. We can then store the data in a file or database for later use. Data collection here means identifying already available data or collecting from the appropriate sources. Suppose there are 3 different scenarios where sales data in a grocery store are available, sales data also, all these things. The name imply. If people please go through, this is very simple thing, and data storage. You should know about data storage, how to store data. We store data. There are numerous digital storage now. There are numerous digital storage devices available in the market like hard disk, solid state drive, SSD, CD, DVD, tape drive, pen drive, memory card, etc. We store data like images, documents, audios, videos, extra files in our computers. Likewise, school or hospital data stored in data files. So this is data storage. However, the processing has certain limitations which can be overcome through database management system. Now, data processing. We are interested in understanding data as they hold valuable facts and information that can be useful in our decision-making process. However, by looking at the vast or large amount of data, one cannot arrive at a conclusion. Rather, data need to be processed to get results, and after analyzing those results, we make conclusions or decisions. Look at the picture, raw data. Raw data, numbers, text, image. After data processing, we get information. So, in the form of table, chart, or etc. Data process cycle, input, processing, and output. When input, data collection, data preparation, data entry. This is the input section. And processing, store, retrieve, classify, update. And output, reports, results, processing system, all these things. So, this is all about data processing. This is a big concept in a small nutshell. Statistical techniques for data processing are also here. Statistical techniques for data processing, given a set of data values, we need to process them to get information. There are various techniques which help us to have preliminary understanding about the data. Student details like name, address, qualification, marks, mobile number, all those things. Now, if you are going to give any online exam, lots of data are there. They are going through so many processing. Same thing for a bank handling withdrawal cash through ATMs, issue of train ticket reservation, all these things. If people please go through database statement and measures of central tendency. What it means, measure of central tendency is a single value that gives us some idea about the data. This is mainly from the statistical data part. It depends on mean. You have to calculate. Mean is simply the average of numeric values of an attribute. So, by the given condition, we can, from formula, we can compute the value and we can get some idea from that thing. And such as median also. Median is also computed for a single attribute variable at a time when all the values are sorted in ascending or descending order. The middle value is called the median. Okay. So, this is the various technique to handle data. And mode, what is mode? Do you know what is mode? Value that appears most number of times in the given data of an attribute variable is called mode. It is computed on the basis of frequency of occurrence of distinct values in here. And measures of variability. The measures of variability refer to the spread of variation of the values around the mean. They are also called measures of dispersion that indicate the degree of diversity in a data set. They also indicate difference within the group. Two different data sets can have the same mean, median or mode, but completely different levels of dispersion, or vice versa. Common measures of dispersion or variability are range and standard deviation. Range, what is range? It is the difference between maximum and minimum values of the data. Range can be calculated only for numerical data. It is a measure of dispersion and tells about coverage or spread of data values. For example, difference in salaries of employees, marks of a student, price of toys, all these things. Max min, using max min concept, we get it. And standard deviation refers to differences within the group or set of data of a variable. Like range, it also measures the spread of data. However, unlike range, which only uses two extreme values in the data, the calculation of the standard deviation considers all the given data. It is calculated at the positive square root of the average of square difference of each value from the mean value of data. Smaller value of standard deviation means data are less spread, while all these things. This is the formula, basic formula, and we get some knowledge from here. So problem statement is there, how to do all these things. So it is important to understand statistical techniques so that one can decide which statistical technique is to arrive at a decision. Different programming tools are available for efficient analysis of large volumes of data, and in today's world, data analysis is a very important thing, because without proper analysis we cannot do some real life programming, you know. So this is the overall concept about data, and here we have completed our chapter number 7, that is understanding data. Okay, so students, you please go through. This is a very general concept about data. I know you people know all these things, but please, this is a chapter and you should go through. After this chapter, on next day we will go for the next chapter. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.